Hello dear students, let us study a new lesson of Social Studies of Class 4. Lesson 15, People to Admire. The name of the lesson is People to Admire. Children, the greatness of a nation comes from its people. Our motherland, India, is blessed with a large number of religious leaders, social reformers and scientists, and they work hard for their motherland. They spend their whole life for the goodness of others. So, their values and teachings have enlightened the whole world. They spend their lives in spreading the message of love, peace and kindness. Children, in this lesson, we shall learn about some such personalities who spent their whole life in spreading love, kindness and peace. First of all, let us study about Gautam Buddha. Gautam Buddha. Gautam Buddha was a great religious leader who lived in ancient India. Earlier, he was known as Siddhartha. The childhood name of Gautam Buddha was Siddhartha. Gautam Buddha was born in 563 BC. Gautam Buddha was born in Lumbini, which is located in Nepal about 2500 years ago. And his parents were Sudhodana and Mayavadi. His father's name was Sudhodana and he was a king of the Sakya kingdom. And his mother's name was Mayavadi. And he got married at the age of 16 with Yashodhara and they had a son. But he lived in the luxury and comfort of the palace. But he never enjoyed the luxurious life of the palace. So he left the palace and his dear ones. We know that the Siddhartha, the Gautam Buddha was the king, was the son of the king. But he did not enjoy the life of the palace. So he left his kingdom at the age of 29. Then he wandered from place to place for some time. Then he sat under a Bodhi tree at Gaya and meditated for a long time. Gaya is presently located in Bihar. After left the palace, he wandered from place to place. Then he sat under a Bodhi tree and meditated for a long time. Gautam Buddha meditated under a Bodhi tree for 12 years. From there, he attained enlightenment. After 12 years of meditation under the Bodhi tree, he got enlightenment and became Buddha, the enlightened one. Then he started preaching ahimsa and universal love. After got enlightenment, Gautam Buddha started to advise ahimsa. Ahimsa means non-violence and universal love. Gautam Buddha, after got enlightenment, started to advising ahimsa and universal love. He died at the age of 80 at Kushinagar in Uttar Pradesh. According to Buddha, desire is the cause of all our sufferings. Desire means wish or want. Suffering means mental or physical pain or problems. Then, according to Buddha, desire is the cause of all our sufferings. And he taught the eightfold path to attain peace. According to Buddha, desire is the cause of all our suffering. So, in order to attain peace, he taught the eightfold path. Let's see the eightfold path that consists of the right belief, the second one, right aim, third one, right thinking, fourth one, right effort, fifth one, right action, sixth one, right speech, seventh one, right living, and the eighth one, right meditation. According to Buddha, in order to attain peace, we have to follow the eightfold path that consists of the right belief, right aim, right thinking, right effort, right action, right speech, right living, and right meditation. And he said that if we followed this eightfold path, we should attain Nivarana. Nivarana means heaven or paradise. In order to attain Nivarana, according to Buddha, we have to follow the Eightfold Path. Then he preached to the common man in their own language. He advised the common people in their own simple language. And he had a large number of people accepted his teachings and became his followers. And the followers are called Buddhists. The followers of Buddha are called Buddhist. And he was the founder of the religion Buddhism. Gautam Buddha was the founder of Buddhism. Then today Buddhists are found in Japan, China, Sri Lanka, Myanmar, Thailand, etc. Now we have studied about Buddha. Next, let us study about another great person of our country, Rajaram Mohan Roy. Rajaram Mohan Roy was a social reformer who lived in India. Who are social reformers? Social reformers are people who weed out evils practices from the society. Weed out means remove. Then Rajaram Mohan Roy was a social reformer who worked hard to remove many social evils that was practiced in the Indian society. Then Rajaram Mohan Roy was a great son of India. He was born in 1774 in West Bengal, and he was a man with modern vision. Rajaram Mohan Roy was a man with modern vision. That's why he is also known as father of modern India. And he learned many languages including Sanskrit, Persian, Arabic, Latin, Greek, Hebrew, English and French. Rajaram Mohan Roy was a scholar. Scholar means a learned person. Rajaram Mohan Roy was a scholar and he knew many languages like Sanskrit, Persian, Arabic, Latin, Greek, Hebrew, English and French. Rajaram Mohan Roy found that many social evils are practiced in the name of religion. Rajaram Mohan Roy was noticed that there are many social evils practiced in the name of religion, and he wanted to change this situation and build a modern India. Rajaram Mohan Roy noticed that there are many social evils such as child marriage, idol worship and sati are practiced in the name of religion, and he wanted to remove such kind of social evils from the society. Rajaram Mohan Roy was against idol worship. Idol worship means statue worship, and he was against child marriage and sati. Sati was an inhuman practice where a wife of a dead man was burnt alive along with his dead body. And it was under his influence that then the government banned the practice of sati. What do you mean by sati? Sati is Sati was an inhuman practice where the wife burns herself alive along with the dead body of her husband. And only because of Rajaram Mohan Roy's effort, the government banned the sati from the Indian society. What was sati? Sati was an inhuman human practice where the wife burns herself alive along with the dead body of her husband. Then, in order to carry on his teachings, he found the Brahma Samaj. Rajaram Mohan Roy was the founder of the Brahma Samaj. And the Brahma Samaj believed in one God. The Brahma Samaj believed in only one God. And they were against the worship of idols, child marriage and polygamy. Polygamy is a custom of having more than one wife or husband at the same time. The Brahma Samaj were against the idol worship, child marriage and polygamy. But they encouraged widow marriages and intercaste marriages. The Brahma Samaj encouraged widow marriages and intercaste marriages. Raja Ram Mohan Roy realized the importance of education in the society. Raja Ram Mohan Roy encouraged the study of English language and modern sciences. Through the Brahma Samaj, he set up schools and colleges to teach English and modern sciences. To teach English and modern sciences, Raja Ram Mohan Roy set up schools and colleges through the Brahma Samaj, and he died in 1833. Now we have studied that Raja Ram Mohan Roy was a great social reformer, and he worked hard to remove many social evils from the society. As a result of his effort, Sati was banned from our society. Next, let us learn about Swami Vivekananda. Who was Swami Vivekananda? Swami Vivekananda was a Hindu monk. Monk means a member of a religious community of men. Monk is a member of a religious community of men. Then Swami Vivekananda was born in 1863 in Kolkata, and his original name was Narendranath Dutt. Earlier, Swami Vivekananda was known as Narendranath Dutt, and he was a disciple of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Disciple means follower. Swami Vivekananda was a follower of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, and he established the Ramakrishna Mission in 1897. Swami Vivekananda started the Ramakrishna Mission in 1897. And the Ramakrishna Mission serves poor people through their schools, hospitals, orphanages and social works. In order to serve poor people, the Ramakrishna Mission set up many schools, hospitals and orphanages. Swami Vivekananda was a great scholar, an original thinker and a wonderful speaker. His speech at the Parliament of World Religions at Chicago in 1893 made him very famous. Now I said that Swami Vivekananda was a wonderful speaker, and his speech at the Parliament of World Religions at Chicago in 1893 made him very famous. He believed in the oneness of all religions. Swami Vivekananda believed in the oneness of all religions. According to him, we can worship God only through serving the poor. According to Vivekananda, only through serving the poor we can worship God. Then he also hated the caste system, rituals and superstitions practiced by Indians. But he was proud of his motherland. Raja Ram Mohan Roy was proud of his motherland, India. According to him, India is a great nation with a rich heritage and culture. Heritage means history. According to Swami Vivekananda, India is a great nation with a rich history and culture. So we should be proud of being Indians. Next, let us learn about Sir C.V. Raman. The full form of C.V. Raman is Chandrasekhara Venkata Raman, and he was known for his discovery of Raman effect. C.V. Raman was born on 7th November 1888. Chandrasekhara Venkata Raman was born on 7th November 1888, and he showed a profound interest in science from a very early age. He showed very deep interest in the field of science at his very early age, and he did master's degree at the Presidency College, Chennai. He has completed his master's degree at the Presidency College, which is located in Chennai. Later, he became a research scholar at Calcutta University. After completed his master's degree, he joined at the Calcutta University as a research scholar. There in 1928 he discovered a special property of light. In his honor, this phenomenon was called Raman effect. While he was doing his research at Calcutta University, he discovered a special property of light, and this phenomenon was called Raman effect. In 1930, he was awarded the Nobel Prize for Physics for his discovery of Raman effect. For the discovery of Raman effect, C.V. Raman was awarded the Nobel Prize for Physics in 1930. Later, he was the chairman of the Indian Institute of Science at Bangalore, and he was made a knight by the British government, and he got the title Sir on him. Due to his great contribution to physics, he was also awarded the Bharat Ratna. Now we have studied the 4 great personalities of our country. Who are they? They are Gautam Buddha, he was a religious leader. Raja Ram Mohan Roy, he was a social reformer. And Swami Vivekananda, he was a Hindu monk. And Sir C.V. Raman, he was a scientist. I hope you all understood this lesson. If you are having any doubt, contact me. Read the text several times for better understanding. Complete the notes. See you in the next class.